guys, what's happening? Got a match today here, a retro game I guess you'd call it, seeing as 4th gen is now being kicked and punted out of the, internets because people are like, cause oh my black and white. So anyway, we have a match here against this guy called Jamp, who is from the AA chat, Abra's Asylum. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out now. So basically this team was made for me by a guy called HitmonleeHater. I'll leave his link in the description, and it's basically a mix of random dudes who are pretty cool. So I lead off with the champ. Do not feel safe staying in on a God of War because Psychic is ever imminent, and I go to my Celebi, who carries Trick, and it's Trick specs, which is cool. So I decided to give it specs now, which in the end was not the best thing I could have done. So he hits me with a spec Psychic and gets no special defense drop. I thought he did there for some reason, but he doesn't. And now I'm free to go for the Signal Beam, but he predicts that very nicely, goes to his Torkoal, which is fire, obviously is not going to take a lot from the Signal Beam. I was thinking it might do it quite a bit because, special defense isn't great on his side, I don't think. Wasn't quite sure. But he does take a decent-ish amount, and I think Psychic will be a good, solid hit, and I don't really feel like using Celebi for much anymore. Only I get a crit with the Psychic, which was pretty big, actually, because, he couldn't set up rocks in the end. I'm guessing he would have had rocks, because that's mainly what Torkoal carries, and he has super effective moves on me because of his fire typing. So now he has something he has got to bring something out on me, which is this Donald, and he gets the special attack boost, so he's sporting a offensive Porygon 2, which is kind of cool, not a normal defensive one with the Trace. And my special attack lowers as I hit him with that Leaf Storm, because I thought, I'm just going to go down here, there's not much point in doing anything else. I know he's going to kill me, and I really didn't want Celebi anymore, so I just went to hit him as hard as I could, take as much, damage off that thing as I possibly could, and he's going down. He's about 3/4 now, which is nice for me. So I go out to Mr. Jones, who is my sub-punching ally. Now, I thought here that he would be afraid of my fighting move and switch out, thus allowing me to get up a free sub. Unfortunately, he does not. He stays and hits me with the tri-attack, and that is going to take out the sub regardless. So I know I have decent special defense, but he has the +1 special attack boost from when he came in from download, so I'm wary of that. I don't really have anyone I want to go to take a special attacking hit. None of my guys on this team really have a good walling potential, so I stay in a Night Slash, which does pathetic amount, which means he must be running a bulky set with high special attacks, so that's kind of a frustration for me. And he gets the power hacks on the tri-attack as well, which is even more annoying because I'm just going to go down to another one, and he's just going to be allowed to, kill me off, and this thing is running rampant on me right now. I didn't even get to get my sub-punching Gallade set up, which was kind of frustrating because I really like that sort of idea, that set. I used a set like it back on Shoddy back in the day, which did work very nicely. So anyway, I go back to this guy who is Machamp, obviously, and Dynamic Punch. I'm not going to take any more risks here. I'm just going to take it out because it was annoying me so much. I'm guessing he didn't want to go to anything to take the confusion / massive hit from this guy. So he goes to his God of War again, and I'm like, well, I don't really want. I know confusion would be nice on it, but I don't want to stay in because he's going to hit me with a Psychic, which will take me out. Added to the fact that he has the boost from specs, which I gave to him, which kind of lands me in a bit of trouble here. I don't have anything bulky enough to take the hit well, but I decided to go to Gastrodon because I thought it might be able to live the Psychic and, hit it back with some sort of attack, but it looks it's going to be a 2-hit KO easily because of the fact that his God of War has specs, which I gave to him, which is really, really, really quite annoying because if he hadn't had the specs, that would never have been a 2-hit KO, and I maybe would have been able to do something against him to counter that thing. But Gastron goes down, which is unfortunate, and I had another game which was pretty epic. I might put that up later in which Gastron kicked ass. So it didn't do anything in this game, but it will kick ass later on, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, I go out to my Evente because that's just an awesome name for it, which is one with Howl and Extreme Speed and all that good jazz, Flare Blitz and coolness. So he hits me with the specs Psychic, which I expected he would stay in for because I'm not really sure he has anything to go to with this, and I'm going to just smack him with an Extreme Speed now, mainly because I got the Howl up Howl up, and I have a life orb boost added to that fact, but I don't go for the extreme speed, I go for the stone edge, because I know I'll outspeed and kill it. And why the hell did I say... Anyway, I'm thinking of later on when I use extreme speed, but this time I go for the stone edge because I outsped, and as long as it hit, which it did, it would take that guy out regardless. Now, Victory Bell I know will carry Sucker Punch, and I have to extreme speed it, even though I probably would outspeed it normally. A Sucker Punch is just too much of a problem for me, and I'm going to die to Life Orb regardless. I'm hoping this might take it out, but it just about lives, probably because I wasn't carrying Stab on extreme speed, which is unfortunate, and I go down as he Sucker Punches Thin Air. Personally, I probably would have set up a Sunny Day there if he did carry it, because he knew that I would die to Life Orb recoil anyway, and I don't know, maybe he thought I would go into Fire move, I don't know, but I go to this guy who takes the Sleep Powder, and it's really annoying because I didn't have anything else to take it, and I thought I might outspeed the Victory Bell, even though Flareon's speed is pretty dirt. The Victory Bell has higher speed than me, so the Leaf Blade's going to hit me, and I thought that that was a ridiculous amount, personally, how much that did. I was like, what? That's... wow, that was crazy. So... Life Orb damage is going to take him down after this hit. As long as I survive, I can, stay in, but he gets a crit, so that's kind of a pain on my part, and things not looking great, but at least I did get the good fact that his Victory Bell went down, which that thing would have pained me a lot if it stayed. So now I just have one guy left. He has two, who I haven't seen either of. First one is Lapras. Now I'm Choice Scarfed, and I'm not sure if he was aware of that fact, but I'm Choice Scarfed, and I go for the Dynamic Punch on this Lapras, which dies, and then my camera cuts out. So his last guy was a Regirock, and I'm like, oh, this is easy, it's going to kill him, but he lives quite convincingly, gets confused and hits himself in confusion, and he was actually going to explode there, so if he'd been able to explode it would have been a draw. But here is the thing, if I get to kill him now I win, if I don't and he lives and he doesn't get confused and he explodes, it'll be a draw. So this might be epic, or it might not, or it might be something, and he is confused and he's about to, and he hits himself. So he could have exploded there, made the game a draw, and it would have been a lot more cool. But anyway, that's the game, and I do like that new team. It's been working pretty cool for me. It's not really a team as of such. I was just like on AA, and I was actually, by the way, go and check out AA. I'll leave the chat link in the description. It's pretty much the only Zat I go to nowadays, and it's very awesome, so go and check it out. And yeah, this guy, I was like, can I get some new pokes? And the guy was like, yeah, here, I'll give you some. So I was like, hey, thanks for that. So he's HitmonleeHater. Check out his link, check out Jamp326, or whatever number is at the end of his name. His link will be in the description, and I will see you guys next time with another game. So comment, rate, sub, I'm out.